and welcome to TRPodcast. That's right. It's finally here after a number of years of delaying it. Mostly me, because I'm impossible with deadlines. The TRPodcast is real.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, you say mostly you. It was like equal parts me. I'm equally as bad at deadlines
That's
of any
fair.
kind.
That's fair. But it's the new Cogs content grind. We do this every year. We're saying it's a content grind, but this time it actually seems like it might work out for the most part. I mean,
oh yeah, it's
if
working this time. It's
if you're
going
seeing
to.
this, that means it actually is working, because I mean, we're sitting down to record the podcast,
Oh,
and
that's true. That's
two,
true.
this is like video 2. I think this is my second main channel video of the year, but like this third Cogs video of the year.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. This like never happens.
I mean, also if you count New Year's Eve. I mean, if you feel like counting that, you can call it
I mean,
another
that was supposed to upload on Christmas, but I think we were both a little stupid.
It kind of counts.
It was the ushering in of the next era of Cogs YouTube content. That's something that we were talking about literally last night when we were finishing. I think it was the Toontown video. Was that last night? I don't. We were just going through my content on YouTube, and it's like, okay, the different eras of content that I've done, whether it's my phase of using like an iPad to record my Switch on like playing random Mario Kart, or moving to like
we determined it was like what did we determine? It was like iPad. Hold on, I remember this. Hold on, but yeah, we kind of just split it up into defined eras, and this is a new one. There's a new one for sure. The consistent era.
Yeah, I guess you could call it the consistent era. I mean, because fundamentally, the past 3 years of Cogs content, 4 years going on this year, I think, nothing's really changed fundamentally. I think we just got better at it as it went on, but
I mean, yeah, definitely. For as few as it actually is, weird as that is the thing. It's like 5, but it has improved.
Yeah, we've definitely improved from the Hot Pocket video and Arcade Craniacs that kind of ushered in the modern Cogs era. And now it's stream. There was stream highlights, and it's not even really going to be a lot of stream highlights anymore. Although our most recent videos have been. Obviously, we had the Minecraft hardcore video go up. And Toontown was a stream highlight video from like 4 years ago, I think, which is crazy to think about.
Almost 4, like 3.5.
God, I was absurd. Insufferable back then. I don't know how you guys put up with me.
And you still are.
It's crazy. Nothing's changed. I'm actually still 15 years
old. At all.
No, but like,
it's true.
It's great to finally like find even if it's not like a niche, but like find a niche in my own head of where I want to be content wise and what I want to be doing. Because I kept wanting to come back to streaming, and I would come back to streaming for like 3 days and then immediately get burnt out again and then not stream for 6 months. I did that at the end of last year. I was like, oh, this time it's going to be different. I'm going to stream every day in December. I streamed like 4 times in December. Granted, we got a couple of good streams in there that are being in production for new content.
Couple Balatros, Portal 2.
Oh, I love Balatro. And Portal 2.
A good game. I gotta play more of that game.
Sink deeper into your addiction. I'm fully fledged. I own it on 3 different devices. That's not a joke. I have
3?
I have it on my phone now.
Oh,
it's not good.
You are never gonna do anything,
dude. I'm not. Again. I've found myself like sitting on like waiting to go to school, and I'll just be chilling, and I'm like, I have 15 minutes. I can do like a run of Balatro.
I mean, honestly, that's probably the ideal. It's only like $10 on mobile too.
I think so. I got it for free through Apple Arcade Plus, which I got for free.
Apple Arcade. Well, not for.
I got
free.
I have a 3-month free trial. I have a 3-month free trial. I'm not paying.
Okay,
I'm not paying for Apple Arcade Plus right now. My life is going to be over as soon as I have to start paying for it, because I will not be re-upping my subscription. But
yeah, that's when you just say, $10.
I can take the L and download Balatro for real, because it's a good game and it's definitely worth my time.
Indeed.
We should probably start the episode. I think really.
Sorry?
I think this is like where we
Oh
where
yeah,
we get
that's
into
true.
like the actual topics we had. I don't know. Um, this is if you're
Oh, that's
that's
what
what
this
that's
document
what
was.
this
I get it
document
now.
actually is. It's like an outline, you know. This
Oh, right, I get it now. I thought this was just yapping in, like text
that's
form.
kind of well, that's kind of what a podcast is just us rambling. That's the whole idea.
No,
But
that's true. That's true. That's
we
that's
we
actually
have
all it
some
is.
semblance of an idea, guys. Don't worry. I think this is our inaugural episode. That's
Inaugurable.
not the right word. The our inaugural episode. Here on filmed on January 14th. I'm dating this. It's big. It's about a week out from our first upload. Um,
It is the inaugural episode, unless you decide to do something insane and just like, okay, let's record another one and then put that one out
yeah, I guess that
first,
would be
just
kind of insane.
because.
Um,
But I don't
no.
see that happening. So
I think it's best to start with like introductions. I mean, one can assume that you know who we are by now if you've made it this far into the episode
yeah,
and you're listening to the
yeah,
podcast in the first place, because I know we've kind of been, if you're watching or if you're listening to this or you're watching this on YouTube,
yeah,
um, presumably you are a follower of the channel and such. But if you're not, and in case you're new here and maybe you discovered us randomly on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or even on YouTube, hello, I am the
yeah.
titular guy of the channel. I am Cogs, better known on the internet as TRPods, which I definitely stole from Car, and we're going to talk about that. But I am Cogs. I've been doing internet content for like 10 years at this point, which is kind of insane to think about. I don't want to think about it because I'm like almost 19. I've been on the internet forever and doing content forever. Um, I was a part of like small streamer MCYT in like 2021, and then I kind of strayed away from that and then made YouTube content with kind of random, basically random, whatever I wanted. And now I do sports. Like it's not even close to like my content sphere is so like disjointed from everything that I'm actually doing. Like I cover sports in real life. That's like my job and my future career is covering sports in a professional capacity. Um, but I still love making content and doing stuff like this in front of a microphone and in front of a camera. So here we are. And that's TR Cox.
Yes, and great, very well laid out introduction. I'm gonna do far worse. So, anyways, TR Car, as predated by about 12 or so years. I may add,
I
to the
did
TR
steal it. I
Cogs
did steal it.
username I've been using since I was like 2 playing Club Penguin and stuff. So just pointing that one out. I mean, I've been in the online circles for like Twitch and YouTube for a fair few years at this point. I never really did content stuff until I started like leeching off of God's content. Really, that's kind of where I started doing that. I mean, I stream every now and then, but for the most part, I just kind of hang around. I guess is how I would describe it.
I wouldn't call you a leech. I I
Oh,
think
I
we put
would
50-50 effort into this. I don't know.
50
Hey,
50.
to be honest, I don't do much. The
Come
podcast is
on,
like officially my domain, but like dog, I don't edit for
yeah.
shit.
I don't
I
know how
don't
to do that. I
I
don't know how
don't
to do
edit
that.
at all. Like I have edited like a handful of videos. A lot of the early stuff, which is barely edited, if you couldn't tell, was me. And I think like the only modern Cogs video is Portal.
Yeah,
Cogs
Cogs Plays Portal
Cogs
for the
plays
first time
Portal
was in fact
was me. I guess
Mario.
I technically I do all the music stuff, but that's not really editing. That's me throwing the audio
I mean, it is in a
throwing the
sense.
audio file over an image in Premiere Pro and calling it a day. Otherwise, all the actual videos on this channel have been edited by Car for the past 3 years, going on 4 years soon.
Yeah, a whole whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10
10
videos. Hey,
over that
10
long of a
videos
thing.
over, 3, almost 4 years. It is going to be 4 years soon. Since we met, I think it's in a
And you
couple
know what?
months.
Gonna more than double that,
That's
hopefully.
the
So, of
plan. And we'll kind of, before we get into like our history, I want to mention the
course.
future of Cogs content. This is something that we haven't said it out yet publicly or anything like that because I'm very anti posting about something I say I want to do until I actually like know I can do it, because if that would have happened, I would have announced this podcast 4 different times. And actually, up to this point, it
That
hasn't
is true.
ever officially been announced. I posted a teaser in like 2021, never posted about it again. And then this last video in
Sorry.
Toontown had a teaser at the very end. But like, I don't think I ever really like I've mentioned it in passing on streams that we've been talking about doing it. I don't think I've ever really talked about it publicly.
I mean, you have talked about it publicly just by calling it like that thing that's
That's true.
happening.
I love avoiding the name.
Very
I
frequently
love
actually. And everyone knows exactly what it is, but it's not said
No.
directly, of
But
course.
and same thing like that, like, I always like, if I look at my Discord, in my Discord, in my announcements, it's like, "Hey, guys, it's well, how welcome to 2024. We're doing a new content schedule, guys. I'm gonna be streaming every single day or 3 times a week." And that's just never true. Like, it never happens consistently because 'cause I'm incredibly
Now,
inconsistent.
I mean, that's been said like a dozen times over the time I've known you. It's an addiction, truly.
But for I think the first time seriously, we are gonna adhere to an upload schedule. I guess the weirdest way, like, to put it, like, we're actually gonna go to a weekly upload schedule, um, but it's not like weekly
Yeah,
videos. We're hoping for bi-weekly, like, videos, like regular content, and then also bi-weekly on the other half of podcast episodes. And we're splitting
yeah.
up the duties. I'm taking care of the podcasting stuff because audio is my realm, and it's incredibly fun for me. I love editing audio, and then obviously Carr is the mastermind behind all the Cogs videos, so he takes care of all the video editing.
Forced labor,
I
but
would
yes.
call it forced labor.
Uh,
Hey,
well, yeah, maybe a little
just like
exaggerated,
Tommy in it,
slightly.
I pay him $5 per video. That's not
Not
true. It's
true.
actually less.
I don't get anything. Don't lie.
Oh, don't get Dream on me. Huh.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we're looking to keep content grinding because that's something I've found a lot more enjoyment in is filming for YouTube and recording stuff for YouTube, even if it's just like me sitting in call with Car laughing at the game for 6 hours and then that gets turned into a video.
Yeah.
We do that anyway. And it's just turning on OBS and then editing it for later. And it's the same thing. That's kind of the whole point behind this.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I like the editing. I'm not good at it, but it's fun.
Um, I'd say you're pretty good, but um, we do have some future stuff in the works. I don't know what we
That is
actually like
true.
have in production right now. I know Portal 2. We could talk about Portal 2 coming out. Obviously,
Portal
I
2,
streamed
indeed.
that. We're turning it into a video. I don't know how long it's going to be. That should be out the 28th as my guess if that's the next video we have. I don't know. Don't quote me
Yeah,
on that, but it will be out eventually because that's next one of the next videos. Um,
you can quote me on that. Yeah, assume the 28th, a week from
yeah, a week from
this
today.
date.
Um, what else is in production? What else we've got in the drive?
Well, not this day.
I know.
You know what I mean. I mean, we do have those Belantro VODs, which well, I'll do something
Yeah, you can
with,
make a
surely.
Belantro highlight. Stream highlights are so weird. I feel bad like giving you a stream being like, "Hey, you should make this into a video." Because it's like there's
Yeah, it is the biggest
uh,
pain
there's
imaginable.
like
It's
10
fine though.
minutes of usable content in my 3 hour stream because it's such a weird format to turn into a YouTube video, especially a stream by myself. If it's like there's 4 of us
Yeah,
dicking around in Minecraft for like 4 hours, there's more to pull from.
that's a lot
But it's like,
easier.
oh,
Yeah,
the Minecraft hardcore video was like 12, 13 minutes. That was like so much stream. That was like 4 or 5 hours of
it was
stream.
like 4
And
hours.
it's
Yeah,
like it's
it's
just
fine though. You know what?
Mhm.
Regardless, it's still easier to do than the accursed
Oh
Toontown
god,
video, of
Toontown. And we'll get
course.
to that later. Um
We will get to
Obviously,
that, but
presuming you are watching
oof,
this, that is out. That was the last video it came out.
yeah,
It came out as the day of recording on the 14th.
is in the day of recording, a week before the day of posting, if all goes
God,
well.
that stupid video. I'm gonna be honest, the
It's so
video
bad.
isn't good, but we've had it for so long, it has to go up. And well, I want to talk about it. Toontown has been in production as I think it was on. You put it in the thumbnail, right? Like
I did,
September
yes.
6th, 2021.
The thumbnail and the intro.
September 6th, 2021 was when that was recorded and streamed.
Almost
That is
4 years ago, like
three and a
Three and a
half
half years
years
ago,
ago
yes.
was when we decided. I went, oh, I should stream Toontown. That sounds like fun. And then it sat in the stockpile for like 3.5 years before we went. Okay, fine, we'll upload it. But that's not the only reason why. There was so much
No.
stuff that happened in that editing. That was
Oh,
Final Cut 3, I think,
this is indeed the third
the
cut
third
of it.
version of that video, and it sucks regardless. To no fault of Car, it's just not good.
Does
It's
it
just not good
does.
content. That was edited by Car fully 3 different times. The first time it
Yes.
happened, obviously we did the original stream. I sent it over, and I think within the next couple days it was done. I think it took a little while, but because it was 3.5 years ago, we weren't nearly as locked in as we are now.
Yeah. And I I can say exactly what happened the first time, why it went bye-bye. I remember exactly
Oh,
what
tell us,
happened
tell us.
because okay, so Xbox Game Pass subscription, you can download games on PC, and I wanted to download stuff, but it wasn't working. You know, I would go to download stuff, and I would just say downloading, 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 and nothing would actually download. So I said, okay, I'll reset Windows. I'll reinstall Windows. Turns out that I forgot to back anything up, and everything went bye bye, including the finished cut of
What a
Toontown.
shame. What a shame. Except I don't think it was actually a shame because how long was that first cut? Like 30 minutes?
Oh yeah, it was like a solid
Dude,
30 or
that
so minutes,
video
I
is
think.
7 minutes now, and we added like a full 30 seconds to it in post yesterday, throwing on
Yes.
the teaser for the podcast.
It got collectively shorter with each attempt because the first time around it was like 30 minutes, and then the second time around it was like 20, and now it's like
Yeah, it was like
7.
6 minutes of footage. Which is about how much was usable. And there was part we were going through it. We were talking about
Yeah,
making a director's cut. I still think it would be funny if we made a director's cut and put it on the second channel
it would be
because
funny.
we were watching that video and we were just like, "Oh, ooh." We were cringing.
Just like uh,
No,
like the
yeah, there is like
ugh,
I think there
awful,
was only
awful.
one reference in there that I went, that's like maybe we should cut it, but I went ultimately I don't care. But like God, it was 2021. I was a different man, literally and figuratively. And like going back, it gets
And
dated so fast. Like even the intro we were talking about, like that's a obviously it's a reference to Invincible, but it was heading up to season
yeah,
2, right?
yeah, because this third version has been done for like a year. And in the lead up to the second season of Invincible, I said, you know, it'd be kind of funny if I just made it the Invincible opening logo title screen. Whole second season came and went, and it still hadn't been released,
But now we've come full circle
which
because
we
season 3
did come
comes
full
out like
circle.
next month.
February, it does come out,
Um
indeed. The third
Yeah, and,
season.
and emphasis on you said third cut gets because there was a second cut
Yeah,
because Carr edited again. He said it was like 20 minutes, and then your PC died. Or
ugh,
no, the PC didn't die. Your laptop didn't die, even though it has. But what happened? It
yeah.
corrupted.
It corrupted, yes. Like the original it's like the project file just gave up and it said, "I don't want to exist anymore." And I don't think that one was like fully finished. It was just mostly finished. I cut it all down and I'd done all the basic stuff, but it still needed to be like touched up a bit and that was gonna be done. But then the file just actually killed itself. I mean, it just stopped.
I think another blessing in disguise, honestly, because we cut it down. You cut it down even more to the video it is now, and that's the best version of it that is going to exist because
Yeah, that's the best it's gonna
obviously
get.
you can hear the way I sound now, and I'm so much more comfortable in front of a microphone. I was texting a friend about this earlier today, and I was like, dude, how did anybody put up with me? I'm gonna find what I said. Hold on. Oh yeah, I was averaging like 10 plus viewers, and I was so unfunny and uncomfortable in front of the camera slash microphone. LOL. Like I don't know how people were like, yeah, this is the guy I want to watch play Toontown because I was 15 and I talk like this, and I didn't really know what I was doing because I was just streaming for fun, and somehow people were like, yeah, that's the one. This guy right here.
That is the
This
one.
is awesome. Um, and they were wrong.
This cringy child playing Toontown sounds
And
awesome.
thankfully, we have since moved past that, and moved into better videos. Like
We have moved past
we
the
have moved
child
past the
part,
child
yes.
part. I am an adult now, and we've also got better videos now. I think we've
Yeah.
improved
Uh,
content wise, and in going
there's something to work off
yeah,
of now.
there's a basis for it. And like we talk about stuff that we are having in production right now, we could also talk about what we want to have in production. We kind of need to spitball some ideas for videos that we want to drop,
We do.
because there's so much to do.
So I mean, there's one that we've just had in mind for like. I mean, we've even done this. We didn't. We just tested it a couple times just for fun. Sporkle,
Oh God, Sporkle, dude,
random
Sporkle random
quizzes.
quizzes is such a good video idea. I forgot about that, dude. I love that shit.
I mean, it's like stolen from like Doug Dug or something,
That
but
sounds
it's
about right,
fine.
dude. Sorry, unrelated. You have you seen the Doug Dug Opera GX mod? The
The
Doug
what
Dug
now?
Opera GX mod.
Is that
Yes,
real?
dude. It turns the keyboard
Oh
sounds
no.
into screaming. I'm was going through them when I installed it on my laptop, and I was like, "Oh, what's this one? I recognize this name." And I turned on and I typed, and it was just different
Uh,
clips of Doug Dug screaming. It was so funny.
there's a lot of them to pick from. To be fair, he does that a lot.
Yeah. Sorry. A little bit off topic.
But yeah, Sporkle quiz
Oh.
competition. Because if you go to Sporkle, it's the quiz website. There's various categories. You go to the top right next to the search bar, it just says like random
And
quiz. And the idea is you click on that, you go back and forth, and whoever gets the better percentage of questions correct on the quiz they got, and you get one reroll. But whoever gets the highest percentage correct wins that round, gets a point, and it's first to however many
yeah,
points you choose.
and 9 times out of 10 on Sporkle on the random Sporkle quiz, it's topic you've never heard of, and you are so screwed. Like, it's like US Congressman from 1819. I go, "Man, I don't know. Jeff?" There's no chance. And then I reroll, and then you get word ladder, easy mode. And I'm like, "Awesome. Sweet. Easy 100 points. It's free." I think that was the experience we had.
And then sometimes it's even worse because it's like, okay, it's a word ladder on like U.S. president middle names. Like, I'm not gonna know any of these. Let me re-roll, and then you re-roll into something significantly worse that you can't
Yeah,
even
exactly.
guess. It's like one of those mine quizzes where if you get one wrong, it just
Yes. Oh, those
ends.
are the worst. And sometimes you get really lucky, like me. I think it happened when we were doing it for fun. I think I got a baseball one, or like I got a sport one, and I got like a 90% on it because I am insane with sports for some reason.
Yeah,
And you were like, dude, this is just not fair.
and I believe what happened is I had gone before you. Tell me if I'm wrong. And I had gotten like 50% or something. And you got to that 50%. And then you're like, no, just give me a minute. And I'm like, okay, well, you won. No, just give me a minute.
Oh,
And you just kept answering and
oh,
answering and
I
answering and
wanted to see if I
answering.
could beat the quiz. I wanted to see if I could beat the
You
quiz.
almost did.
And another thing similar along those lines is what Wikipedia races. Wikipedia races are super fun too.
True.
I
That's a
haven't done one of those
classic.
in
That's a
forever. And then
classic.
like there's a world where like I've talked about wanting to revisit Among Us. Obviously, it's 2025. It's 5 years after like Among Us exploded into popularity. I would love to get a lobby of 15 people and do an Among Us like video or an Among Us stream or something. Because
That would be
that's
fun.
one of the things that could get me back into doing a stream. Like it wouldn't obviously not like announcing my retirement from streaming, but like I could say pretty clearly like I'm probably never going to come back to full-time streaming. But I'm not opposed to like one-off streams where it's like, yeah, I've got 14 different people alongside me. We're playing Among Us. I'm going to stream this cuz it's easier to do this and it's a little bit more natural way to get more content out of me in a solo focused game. God, that would stream
Yeah.
be so fun. Cause I have to like mix circles of people that have never met each other, but I know, like I'm friends with, and it's like, okay, hey, person from Bards of Amara, meet this person I know from Quagsire, one of my friends. He just different, entirely different sections of the internet, entirely different friend groups. Have no idea, there is nothing in common, and they're getting together to play Among Us. I think it's kind of in the spirit of Among Us. I mean, we saw stuff like that happen.
Yeah. I mean, back when Among Us was at its peak, I think one of the most entertaining things to see was creators who are in just the most complete. You'd see like a beauty creator who does like makeup tutorials playing with like Markiplier or whatever. And it's like, how did they get this group of people in the game together? I just think, it's interesting to have just a bunch of random people essentially who don't really know each other as much.
Yeah, and and you saw it mostly in that, but like there's something to be said. Like I've been reminiscing on a lot of old Minecraft stuff recently. It's not good, I know, but like Minecraft Mondays, and you get like a lot of
Oof,
like big name Minecraft creators. You get your Captain Sparkles, your Dan TDMs, but then it's like, oh yeah, here's Nicholas Cantu, and oh by the way, here's James Charles, here's Laserbeam.
that is true.
People
That
that
was
have
an insane
nothing to do
roster.
with Minecraft coming full circle to be a part of something big and significant. And I can't believe that was headed up by Keemstar, dude. That's crazy.
Slightly
Truly,
unfortunate,
truly. Even at
but
the time, it was definitely unfortunate, but
I wasn't even aware that gnomes could run events until then. I didn't know they were allowed to do that.
uh, and like even like Minecraft, it's not a circle. Like I'm not a part of MCYT anymore. Obviously, at time of recording and probably time of posting, a lot of insane stuff is kind of happening in the former MCYT space. With
Yeah,
with the
it's
masked one, um, who copyright struck me ages ago. Dream obviously doing a lot of talking, and a lot of it seems like it's
yeah,
not true. Um, it's just like, man, 2021 was a crazy time, dude.
it was
I
quite
can't
the
like
time. I wasn't even really in any circles until 2021 at all, if I'm
that's
being really
true.
honest here. I
I would
mean, it's
agree with
only
that.
like 2020, 2021 when I actually started like talking to people really on the internet a
I
bunch.
I've kind of had an internet presence since like 2017, 2018. But like I got my PC in like May, June-ish of 2021. I got it right after my freshman year of high school. I bought it off a friend who was going off to college. Still the PC I have today, by the way. It does not work, but here we are. I got it.
Yeah, I mean, if this just cuts off abruptly and it's over, that's
Yeah,
why.
it has a habit of turning the GPU off. So, but yeah, like that's what I entered because like I got the PC and I had kind of been streaming a little bit on my Xbox because I don't know, I wanted to be a streamer. Because it was 2020 and 2021. Like it's
Yeah,
whatever
yeah. The
it was
COD
the
VOD.
COD VOD. Yes. Spring Break SSP episode 1. What a start. Um but like I wanted to do that, so I did that and I entered and I played a lot of Minecraft because it was the popular thing again. Not to say that I wasn't playing Minecraft before. I mean Minecraft is my
Oh yeah.
mm, oh, it's objectively my favorite game of all time, but I will never call it my favorite game of all time. It's definitely number 2 now in my life. But in terms of like affected me as a person, like obviously my Minecraft kind of molded me into who I was. I played it like I've played it since like 1.4 on PC, and then I would play it on my Xbox, and then I played it on my other Xbox, and then I played it on PC again, and all of these different platforms. Like I have easily over like 10,000, 15,000 hours in this game, across my whole life. And I jumped back into Minecraft. That was the first thing. I was so excited as soon as I got my PC. I wanted to play Valorant because it was 2021, and I wanted to jump back into PC Minecraft. I had not played
Ugh.
PC Minecraft since 2018, I think,
Oof.
and I jumped back into Minecraft, and it
And
was awesome.
I mean, I've also been playing Minecraft for the longest time because I mean, around when it came out on Xbox 360, I think my sister got Minecraft for the Xbox 360 for Christmas, and pretty much ever since then I've played it. Uh, you know, inconsistently, but played
There
it.
was a yeah, I don't I right now I play it pretty inconsistently. I've kind of grown past it, which is kind of insane to think about. But like when I was a kid, dude, elementary school, after school, every single day, 3 hours of Minecraft, however long I could play it. Like I would get home, I would get home from school as like a fifth grader. I would eat my dinner. I would be like, Dad, can I get on the computer? And he's like, Yeah, fine. And I would play Minecraft. I would do Minecraft roleplay for like 4 hours until my mom was like, "Dude, you gotta get off the computer." And I was like, "Fine, I'll get on my DS instead."
I mean, I would basically just play with my sister most of the time on Minecraft, and it was largely her just like in creative building stuff while I'm survival just playing the
Oh,
game.
that's
That's how a lot of it was. And then she'd just like come in and do things and I'd have to deal with it. You know, she'd be like, okay, here's things that are killing you. Run.
no, that's fucked up, but that's so good. That's
was
fun.
fun. It was fun. It was
I
fun.
remember pretty vividly when I would play on Xbox 360. I had a couple of friends. It was I had like a group of like they were like it was me and three of my friends. One of them I knew in real life, and I don't know who the other two were. I haven't talked to them since I was probably a middle schooler. Um, but I don't know where my friend met them, but they were just two guys that I knew from Minecraft. I think it was like a gamer zombie, and I remember Party Dog. I remember very vividly the guy's name was Party Dog, and it was I think they were awesome. And one of them would like build these massive like escape the prison maps. So like every now and again we would get the four of us on and we would try to escape the prison. One of us would play the warden, like it's like an old school Skydas Minecraft cops and robbers video. Uh, that didn't age well, but
I dodged that bullet. I never watched Skydo's
really,
Minecraft really.
dude,
Yeah, I was more of a Dan
I was a Dan
TDM kid.
TDM kid for the longest time,
Like
and I never stopped.
Dan TDM and Think Noodles of all
I
people as
did
well.
watch Steak Noodles. I remember watching, oh, what's the Flash game?
What was it
Oh,
about? Like
I was. Oh, hold on. I can't tell. I don't remember. Hold on. It was like it was a viral Flash game. Um, yes, Riddle
Riddle
School. Yes, Riddle
School
School.
or oh wait, I
That's
actually nailed
crazy.
that.
Yeah.
That also aged
Did
poorly,
it? Did it really?
unfortunately. But
Uh.
yeah, it's made by the dude who made One Night at Flumpty's and all that, and then he groomed minor
Oh,
dudes. You know,
yikers.
standard internet
Ooh,
things. Truly, you didn't. Yeah, it's like every other person that made a game or made YouTube videos that I enjoyed as a kid are just the worst
yeah.
people.
Sorry, you just brought one night at Flumpty's.
Unfortunate.
I pretty sure I was in class the other day and somebody was on their laptop. I don't remember if they were playing One Night at Flumpty's, but I think they were watching like a music video that was in the One Night at Flumpty's room, and I was like, dude, is that One Night at Flumpty's?
Well,
I don't know why. I don't ever talk to this kid, but I just like looked over and I was like, what the hell? Did One Night at Flumpty's?
that
It's
is
it's
indeed
so it's so
strange.
notched into my brain. It's like it's that era of like DA games music where it's like he made a One Night at Flumpty song, and I remember listening to Flumpty's Jam as like a 12-year-old on my mom's iPad. But I was a Dan TDM kid. I was like Dan TDM was the first
Yeah.
I remember vividly, like, he was like the second or third real YouTuber I watched. I way back when my first ever YouTuber I watched was some guy named Chad Allen, who did in fact radically change my life, and it's just kind of insane the domino effect that had. Because he made like toy collecting videos. So I really liked the Disney Tsum Tsum toys, the little like bean looking guys, and there was also a mobile app and I was looking for stuff on the mobile app. And I looked up on YouTube and I found him collecting in real life. And then it kind of domino effect. He had a Minecraft channel, and he did a video I think playing Sky Wars on the Minecraft server Happy Hunger Games. And Happy Hunger Games is like my favorite Minecraft server of all time, where I met a bajillion of my friends. I'm still active on that server today. Um, Kind of crazy. I played on there today, but it's like that, and like that impacted my life because I met people on there and I met bad people on there. I had bad relationships. I had great relationships. Kind of insane. Shout out Chad Allen. I think he's still doing YouTube. I don't really know. I think he does Roblox videos now because he's like a
Perhaps,
child YouTube
perhaps.
video, like a child YouTuber. I watched him when I was a kid. But then the next guy I found was Dan TDM. I remember I found him from specifically the Watch Dogs mod review, I think is what it was. Because I distinctly remember the thumbnail
What?
because he could talk to villagers. That was what I remember from that. Like I'm gonna double check.
Huh?
DNT Watch Dogs mod. Yeah. Villager hacking mod. Watch Dogs Villager Secret. That video came out 10 years ago. Oh my god.
And something kind of funny is I didn't know that British people were a thing at the time, right? So I was, I watched NTDM. I watched his videos, and my father, he sees me watching this. He's like, "Oh, that guy's British," and I'm just sitting here like, "What the fuck does that
You just thought he
mean?"
was doing a voice?
Yeah, pretty much. I just thought he sounded
Oh
funny.
my god, dude. Um,
I didn't realize there was like a whole genre of people that just talk like
yeah,
that.
I've been watching Dan TDM since September 4th, 2014, when he released Minecraft Villager Hacking Mod Showcase, Watch Dogs Villager Secrets. Because I remember the thumbnail. I remember he would hack into villagers and talk to the villagers, and that was like the thing that stuck in my mind. I remember I couldn't find that video for a while, but eventually it resurfaced in my mind, and I'm like, dude, this video came out 10 years ago. I've been watching him for 10 years, and it's crazy to watch how much he's grown.
I'm looking back. I'm looking back, and I think I legitimately started watching this guy around when he started posting Minecraft videos. That's
I know,
absurd.
dude. How
Like 12 years ago. I was like a baby
I
child at that point. Oh
isn't
my
it crazy to,
goodness.
like, think about, like, how long ago that
It
was?
is.
And all these people, I know it's kinda played out, but, like, when YouTuber like, I think the example that comes to mind because 'cause I'm in the Minecraft YouTuber headspace, but, like, talking about Jay Schlatt and Tommy Innit. Like Tommy Innit grew up watching Jay Schlatt, and his biggest inspiration. Jay Schlatt's like, dude, what? What do you mean you grew up watching me? It's like you talk to any of these guys, like these guys have been around for a decade, decade and a half, and it's like now the YouTubers have molded people who want to be like them, and now there's a whole other generation of YouTubers who are making even more people like them. Like theoretically, there's somebody listening to this that's like, yeah, I want to make videos like these people, which is insane. I don't know why you're like that if you are, but hey, more power to you. You should follow your
Yeah.
dreams.
I mean, no, no, don't follow your dreams. Change your mind. Do something else. Please. It's not worth it.
Oh my god. But like we like to think about there could be somebody that's watching us and is like, yeah, man, this is my favorite YouTuber, and I want to do YouTube just like him. Which which is insane if you're watching us and you go, that's your favorite YouTuber. Sorry, you've got bad taste.
Like twice a year, yeah, and then procrastinate for 3 years
It's
on
not even
anything.
it's not even
That
like
is
I'm
that
not
is
even
the
like I'm
approach, that is the
Technoblade where I
approach.
would upload once every 6 months, but it'd be the greatest video of all time. It's just more
Yeah,
mid.
it's just slow.
But like the YouTubers making YouTubers is just it's gonna go on for as long as YouTube exists. That's kind of crazy.
Think of it this way, Tommy Innit, inspired by a Jay Schlatt to make videos and stuff. Tommy Innit's been in the game for a few years now, and it's not that far-fetched that soon there's gonna be, because like 6 years ago, this dude started making YouTube videos. It's not too far-fetched that there's some kid who is like, 12 when he started making videos and is like a grown adult now who's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make videos like
Yeah,
that guy. I grew up watching that
yeah. There
guy."
are people gonna be saying I grew up watching Tommy in it
That's
instead
already
of
possible.
saying I grew up watching Captain Sparkles. That's insane to me, but it is already happening. Like it definitely is. Like we officially like I'm when I talk to kids in my class, there's a handful of kids that are there's a couple years younger than me now. And it's like the generational gap is really hitting for me where it's like, man, these kids are like 16. I'm
I grew up watching Skibidi Toilet, and I wish to do
Yeah,
that.
like, I was talking to my teacher because one of my teachers is super young, younger than my older brother, so it's like I can
Whoa.
relatable, and it's like, okay, he was like, "Yeah, man, you kids in your speak." I'm like, Don't say you kids. Don't you make any sort of reference, I will understand it. Please."
You kids, we were in the same graduating class.
It's like
No, obviously, I'm
but he's
exaggerating,
not
but
that much older than me, like he's 5 years older than me, 6 years almost. It's dude,
man,
you're awesome. But like we are like obviously there's a bigger disconnect with him and like the younger generation now, but it's like I'm like, dude, I reference something like 2014 meme and you'll laugh. Like like we grew up watching the same things. It's insane.
that is g it's just weird to think about because I don't know how to articulate what I'm
The
thinking here,
future is
but
now.
which is
It is very
concerning.
concerning to think about how far time has passed really quickly here, especially like we're both adults now, which we were not adults when we started doing this whole thing.
Oh god.
Um,
That's evil and messed up to
it
think about,
it is,
honestly.
but we're still here for it, and we're still grinding content. And let's talk about
Uh, uh,
let's
preferably more efficiently,
more efficiently. But
Mm.
let's talk about we can jump into the past. How did we get here, Car? Like we've known each other for
Ah, yes.
that's the title of the episode. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and not to leak, but looking at the little document we have, that is literally, like, the 3rd thing, and we skipped over it and read the rest
Yeah.
of it first, but yeah,
I
you
think
know.
I have the message pinned. I do want to take a peek at this. Our
Ooh, pin
first
message.
ever DM. We had briefly talked before, but our first ever actual message to each other was at on March 11th, 2021. Hey yo, you free today? I'm down to play if you are up till midnight your time. Sadly, nah. Got pretty much all of
Mm,
tomorrow. Ah, nice. Let's see tomorrow then. Sounds good.
do you remember what
We
we
were
were
playing
playing?
VR Among Us in VR chat.
That is indeed what you were
Um,
playing, yes.
we had probably I don't wanna say we known each other for a long time previously. I would say maybe a couple of months.
Yeah.
Um, but we if you did
Yeah.
not know, if you don't know the TR lore, we met in a Twitch chat. We met in I think we met in Freddy's chat.
It's
We
in
met
Freddy's
in
chat.
the wonderful Freddy Shows chat. You should follow him on YouTube and Twitch if you love good
And
content.
now
He's great.
it's hard to say and I agree on that. It's hard to say exactly when it was, but I do know that it was whenever they were initially giving out beta keys to streamers for
Oh
Fall
my god,
Guys.
yes. Wait, I remember that. Uh, um, I've known Freddie for forever, which and I've talked about this with him a little bit because it is kind of insane. Like I've known Freddie for like 7 years. Mostly in a viewer to streamer relationship. Obviously now we're friends. We've grown up. Me and Car are both mods for him. He hosts a Star Wars tabletop game that we are both a part of. Which is awesome.
True,
He's
true.
a great
All true.
GM. But like I've known this kid since I've known this guy since I was like 12. Before I
Yeah. Yeah, I've known this kid since, it makes it sound like
no,
you're the
no, wait,
older
wait, you're right, you're right.
person here.
But I've known this guy. I've known Freddie since I was like 12 years old. I remember distinctly how we had met was I was following another streamer who does not stream anymore. I don't know what name they have right now on the internet. At the time, she was Trufflet. And actually, at the time, she was Confused Truffle, and then she rebranded to Trufflet, and then I think she rebranded again to like Mama Truffle, maybe. I don't remember. Anyway, I ran into her, I think, looking for Jackbox streamers at like 12 because I love Jackbox. Um, and then I found her, and then Freddie was actually another viewer in her chat, but was also, up and coming streamer. He was, young, up and coming guy, mostly known, I think, for marbles at the time. He's since come a long way and made a lot better content, as he will tell you. But we evolved, and I started following him. I was a frequent viewer in his chat, and then I kind of disappeared for a couple of years. Then I came back as he kind of grew as a streamer. I was like, I want to be here for this because he was like for a long time was the only guy who could get me to go on Twitch was him going live. And I was a huge fan of anything that he put out. So I was consistently in his chat. And then eventually, one day he got a raid. Was that how you showed up in his chat?
That is, in fact, how I showed up. And you know, we'll get into exactly who that raid was from in a second. But yes, it was indeed a raid into the channel during a Fall Guys beta stream where I just stuck around initially because I was like, okay, well, some amount of channel points and I can grab a code to play this. I stuck around for a minute, followed for the points, and fast forward 4 years.
And now here we are. You were both obnoxious Twitch chatters, by the way, at the time.
Oh, yeah, I still
You
am, but
that's that's kind of fair. I won't disagree with you on that one.
you were supposed to back me up here, man. What the
No,
hell?
you're great. But yeah, we both met in his Twitch chat. I was looking for new usernames at the time. I'd previously gone. You could see it in my tags. You could see it in the old videos. I used to go by Cogs Pokemon. Fun fact: I was not ever actually supposed to be called Cogs, but so many people called me Cogs. I just gave in, and I just became Cogs. That's kind of where they comes
Wait,
from.
what do you mean you weren't
My
supposed to be?
original
Where did
so
that come from?
originally, if we go all the way back to the old videos, my intro was always Higgears Cog here because I was Cog Gaming. COG. I was singular at the time. I was Cog Gaming, and then I made a Twitch account in like 2018 specifically to follow Pokemon streamers. I followed the Pokemon Evolutionaries, and I wanted to make my name Cogs Pokemon, Cog apostrophe S Pokemon, but you couldn't do an apostrophe, so I was just Cogs Pokemon.
Ooh.
And consistently, everywhere I went, everybody called me Cogs. And I used to correct people because I was like 12 and I wanted to be called what I wanted to be called. But then I went, I don't hate this. And I think, honestly, I've given up on trying to fix it. And so in about 2021 was when I made the full transition of my name. I went from Cogs Pokemon. I'm pretty sure on Twitch I was very briefly the Cogs. And then
I don't think I was even aware of
I was
that.
very, very, very short because pretty quickly I straight up, I think it was just for the bit in the moment. I was like, "Hey, Car, can I steal your name?" And you went, "Yeah." And then I just made my name TR Cogs, and it stuck.
And I think that was even asked in, like, a
It
Twitch
was,
chat. I don't think that was even asked in, like, Discord or something. That was just in a Twitch chat. You were just like, "Hey, can I steal your
and then I
username?"
did, and now here we are. And that's
And the impersonation still
it
has
has
not
not ended. It's in
ended.
fact become a brand. We have so many things under the label TR now. Obviously, you're listening to TR Podcast. If you're on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify or on YouTube, you're watching the TR Podcast. Obviously, I'm TR Cogs. He's TR Car. We also have TR Esports, which has not really done much recently. I was actually talking to our iRacing head guy, asking if we still existed in the iRacing scene. He was like, "Yeah, we kind of do," and I was like, "Cool." TR Esports, as a
It's
is
not
not
dead
officially
yet.
dead. We mostly had a name on the Overwatch scene. If you did not know, we competed in Overcraft competitions. I don't think we ever won. We had members win, but we never, as an organization, ended up winning any competitions. But
Yes, and, it truly put a permanent stain on my good name that it was involved in Overwatch, but I can
I
look
would,
past it. 'Cause it was a cool
and
team, it was a cool
honestly,
team.
I would love to re-enter the esports world. I just don't know how to do that. Like, that's just not a thing that like I could do.
Marvel Rival.
Theoretically, like if there was like a tournament scene that like existed, it might. I don't really know if there is one or not.
I mean, to be fair, the game has been out for, like, a
But like
month, like, they just haven't gotten
if a
to do
scene
that
pops
yet.
up, I have enough friends that play. I'd be like, "Hey guys, do you want to play in a tournament? Cool. Throw my branding on it." Suddenly, TR Esports is competing in a Marvel Rivals tournament. There is a pipe dream I had very vividly of for some reason we made it to not the Overwatch League because that doesn't exist anymore, but OWCS, and we would just we it was a team playing a very bad comp like we did in real life and making it all the way to the championship series. And I was like, that'd be awesome. But that really doesn't have a very high chance of happening because I'm not good at the game. We have some good players, but nothing that's especially nobody earth shattering or groundbreaking over there. Although there are a lot of great players in the
Right.
organization still. The TR brand has a lot of ways to go. There's some places I don't know what's next. Obviously, this was probably the biggest TR expedition. I was
Cryptocurrency.
joking about TR coin with a couple of friends because like it'd be funny. I think we have TR NFT. Obviously, well, will
Yeah,
never
yeah, yeah. Very soon. Watch out for that.
will not ever happen. I don't know what's next.
You'll be doing an airdrop very
I think
soon.
somebody said just buy a sports team and call it and make it the TR sports team, and I was like, that's pretty funny, but I don't have that. No,
I like, the
I'm
Steelers.
gonna
I like
buy
the
the
Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm turning them into the TR Steelers. God, that'd be so funny.
Yes.
Um, I don't know. I don't know what's next for the TR brand. I
Oh,
feel like we've kind of reached all angles. Unless for some reason I've thought about like like if I ever find success in my career, like just a TR media company, like TR Media, and we kind of it's just like a brand name. It doesn't really mean much like inherently. I mean, obviously it's Car's name, but
it is indeed. You just
I
took
did.
that.
But it's like, we
It's very funny though.
and I think a fair compensation is like literally like if I ever do anything and I'm like, "Hey, Car, I'm starting a business. Can I use TR?" You'll become half owner with me. He'll be like, "Shit, man. Okay."
Okay, half seems exorbitant, but
But it's
yeah.
like I'm going into sports media. If I decide one day I want to start a sports media company for whatever reason, I want to make my horrible financial decision like that, I would probably call it something along the lines of TR Sports or like TR Media Company. Like it's just like a big overarching, like it sounds professional, kind of like it sounds like
It
it sounds
kind
like a
of
$100 million like, oh yeah, I work for TR Media. I'm in their Arizona division. Like it sounds like it could be
yeah,
real.
you just gotta pretend that it actually means something at all that isn't just the first 2
I
letters of a
have
name.
had over the course of being TR Cogs, I've had a handful of people ask me what the TR means, and I just go, I don't know. Because for the longest time, I didn't know.
Here's the thing, you had the pieces to put together for the longest time, you
Yeah,
just didn't.
eventually I did figure it out. But it's obviously the first.
I mean, it's not even exactly a
No,
secret.
it's the first 2 letters of Car's name. But I've had people
Yeah.
go, is it the I've told people it means the real, and that's usually the what I would go with, or what people would assume it meant was like OTR Cogs, like the real Cogs. And I was just like, sure, man, I guess. I don't know. Um, but yeah, we met in Freddy's Twitch chat. Which is kind of crazy to think that just meeting in a random stream, like It is
That
complete
is true.
chance. Complete random chance that we met.
In fact, it is
It's
complete
even
chance. And it's all thanks to Fall
it's
Guys,
and it's
you
even
know?
more so, even rarer because we were both following different streamers. I was following Freddy's show,
That
and
is
you were
true.
following
And I was following Chan Bonnie, who does not stream anymore, but used to frequently. And he's not really known as a streamer. He's more known as the dude who made the funny Animal Crossing Vine videos. If you've seen those, he did a bunch of like edits like that. And one day I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw a community post like, "Hey, I'm live on Twitch playing Pepsi Man," and I was like, "That's funny." Then I clicked on it, and that is the whole reason I'm here
it's
right
kinda
now.
crazy. It was just like a random chance. I mean, obviously Chan and Freddy knew each other, I'm pretty sure. But we didn't know that.
Yeah, I think they were acquaintances in the space
Um,
at the time.
kind of an insane like in this like in the Freddy show circle, like we kind of know a handful of people that I would go, wow, that's kind of crazy that we know. I think most notably like people that I've talked to because of like because I followed Freddy was I think probably the most notable other name is Zamsire. Shout out my goat Zamir. Just like they're
Indeed.
friends, and I can show up in his Twitch chat and go Zamir, and he'll go Cogs. It's even funnier because my 8th grade math teacher, shout out Mr. Graham, showed us egg dog videos in class when we were done with our work and was like, "You never seen this?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." And I wish I could see him now because I want to tell him that I know the guy who did those videos.
That is indeed
Yeah,
awesome.
it's had a lot of opportunities pop up and a lot of know got my god. I've gotten to know a lot of great people, some people I would consider friends, including Freddie, who I would seriously like. Freddie is awesome. We don't talk as much as I would like to, but like, we had talked about he hosts a Star Wars TTRPG. There was we aren't playing this Thursday, we're playing next Thursday. But like he's somebody that's been a consistent part of my life for the better part of a decade. And that's kind of crazy to think about.
And I unfortunately have not met anyone of any real lasting consequence, and I'm being here because I am being paid by the
That's
hour.
not true. I don't pay him.
No, you don't. It's true. I have never
You
seen
have
this
never seen
sin.
this at one day. Guys, if you blow up this episode, I will pay TR That's true. That's true.
I
Like
mean, it is. It's probably true. It probably is true.
if for whatever reason, if one of our videos magically got 100,000 views, yeah, man, I'm not keeping all that money. I didn't make the goddamn video.
I mean, I think the most I've gotten for payment is one time. I think when Cogs got like a Twitch pad, I got gifted like a game on
That's
Steam.
probably true. I think I'm due.
I think that did
I think
happen
I'm
at
due
some
for a
point.
Twitch payout soon. Shout
Ooh,
out me hitting
that's
my
money in the bank.
$50 threshold once every year and a half. Um, shout out the
If it's up there, you just got to get back on the grind set real quick,
shout
just
out
for a
the
little bit
one person
longer.
who has a recurring sub. There is one of my friends because I was checking my sub list and I was like, "Hey, you know you're subbed to me, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." I just leave it on, and I'm like, "Okay, thanks for the 250 a month, I guess." Even though I don't stream,
No, you don't. And never will again from what I hear. No,
I
no. You will
here and
here and
there.
there, most likely.
I've contemplated, especially recently, because it's kind of been on the mind. I've contemplated like announcing my retirement, but like that's kind of pretentious, and
Yeah, but
also like
like a Germa retirement where you say you're retired and then you just come back a couple times a year regardless.
it's not. I have no problem with streaming. I think I just did a really stupid thing and started streaming at 15 and got a little too much attention for a 15-year-old and could never reach that again. And so
Actually, just ride the dopamine
yeah, like
receptors.
even
They're
now, like
done.
I get it a little bit with YouTube, but not as much because I don't really care. Like I enjoy making YouTube. I enjoy doing YouTube for the sake of enjoying doing YouTube. But it's like watching a video drop and it gets like 10 views, like, and I'm like, oh man, that kind of sucks. Okay, I'm making another one anyway.
Yeah,
Be only because the good videos are stupid, and I go, I can do better than this because all of our good popular videos have been slop.
that is in fact true. I mean, if you look at the most popular ones,
My
it's
my
Siva
top
Gunner.
3 is Siva Gunner, which is our worst video. We both agree we don't like that video. It
Oh yeah, it
sucks.
sucked. We did get the Siva Gunner contributor seal of approval
Oh,
though,
did
so
we
that's
actually?
cool.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
There's a
a
new guy.
not gonna get into the whole situation right now. It was
It
fun.
was
It was an
funny.
interesting
I
situation.
rated him out.
It was,
I'll mention it briefly. We were I did my Portal 2 stream.
yeah,
I looked for other guys who stream Portal 2. I rated a guy called New Guy on Twitch, and I went, "Oh, haha." I saw Silva Gunner's or Siva Gunner's tags. And I was like, "Oh, I did a Siva Gunner reaction video once," and he went, "Wait, really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Dude, I'm a contributor to Siva Gunner." And I was like, "Wait, what?" So I think they watched that video. I don't know. I said it wasn't good, and he was like, "I don't
yeah.
care."
It was pulled up on the stream, and the dude just like watched part of it, and he was like, I mean, it was like, "Yeah, this isn't bad. I, don't know, I like it."
Shout out that guy. Shout out New Guy.
And I was just sitting here like, what? So one person collectively has
And
liked
it's
that
somebody
video.
who
So
probably was a part of the actual video process. So, yeah,
yeah,
it's
probably made at least one
the
of the
one of the
uh,
rips.
high quality rips featured.
Obviously there's that. My second I think our second most popular is the Portal video, which I put a collective maybe 12 hours into, which is me being very slow at editing, and it's 30 minutes. It's so slow paced. There's so much I could go back and cut.
It's truly not
I
bad.
I don't really
I will
like
say.
it, but I mean, obviously the person who like you're the most critique you have the biggest critiques for your own works and stuff like that. But like it's fine, but like it's is it really
Yeah, I mean,
that it
like,
should it have gotten that many views? No, it shouldn't have.
I mean, slowly paced, but other than that, I mean, there's no real issue with
And
it,
then I think
and I
our
think that's a good thing. I
I think our
think that's a
third
good
most
thing.
popular is I think Chug Jug with You, which I am
It is in
as
fact Chug
cringy
with
as it
you.
is. I'm still proud of it because that was a full blown cover and music video I did when I was like 15. So what can I say? I like to toot my own horn a little bit with something like that. Obviously, I've come a long way.
And then, if you're talking about the top 5, then it's a couple music projects after that. Other like, actual
It's
music projects, although one of them we will not be,
is one of them
mentioning.
bridges?
No, it's,
Oh,
maybe
is it the
worse than
cover
that.
of the
The
Brighton
cover.
Biter? Yikes.
Yeah. The
The
what? You
the
call him
Brighton
that?
Biter.
Is that his
Yeah,
new
it
nickname?
is.
Wait,
I think the
that's
other one's What's
awesome.
Stopping Me, which also isn't a good song, but that's retrospective.
Yes, that's number
Um,
4. Yes.
Obviously I've come a long way. I don't really haven't really talked about it publicly, but I am making more music. I don't know if you'll ever really see solo music from me again unless I magically learn how to play guitar. It's just not something that I've found a lot of passion for. I get a lot of I don't want to say writer's block with it as much as it is creative block when you decide like I because obviously I don't play a lot of instruments personally, so I can't really make the songs. What I have done is gotten rid of that problem and started a band, which is making the music and has music coming out at some point this year. Actually, because we have songs done, we're dropping a project. Sometime in the first half of this year. Get excited for that. There's an Instagram page, there's a Twitter page. Follow us, Vegetation Humanity Slam. I'm very excited for that. It's not a genre that I think you would expect from me. I make a lot of weird pop music. We're very alternative, pop punk, emo. I'm hype. Oh, dude, we have practice. I think Thursday. So
It's not what you expect. It's dubstep.
you
Pretty
make a
cool stuff.
joke, but Car,
Get excited.
our
Get
bass
excited.
player is like an EDM dubstep guy. He
Awesome.
he's like
Fantastic.
he covers music festivals. Like he goes to like local EDM fests. Like he interview. I don't think he interviewed Dead Mouse, but I know that he's interviewed some notable names in the EDM space that I don't know off the top of my head. Kind of insane. We do great work over here
Well,
at Vegetation Humanity Slam. Like kind of crazy to think about that. Like I'm credentialed sports media, like for professional sports. He covers professional music events. Um, our guitarist is like a podcast editor who um was a finalist for best podcast or best talk radio show. It produced
oh, I didn't know
yeah.
that. That's awesome.
Hopefully it'll be me this year. I don't know. Best sports talk. I do a sports talk show over here local. But lots of good stuff, and I think we've kind of hit everything on our docket here, except the future. We let's talk very briefly Cogs Plus. Except that's not actually well. I think as of upload time, it probably will still be Cogs Plus because I haven't actually gone back and changed it. The Cogs Plus brand is
Yes.
dead, unfortunately. I will be changing the name. I decided this months ago. If you
Yeah.
saw the newest Cogs Plus video, I think it was Cogs Gap Fest 2024, where I was in Japan. I tried Japanese snacks. I talked about doing a rebrand because I found a name I liked more than just Cogs Plus, because Cogs Plus was straight up a rip of Alpha Rad Plus. So, um,
Yeah. Which is like two. names
At
behind it,
this
by
point,
the
it's
way.
pretty outdated. But Cogs on the internet because it's just a space. That's where a lot. That's I don't want to call it. I don't want to say that's where the slop goes, but that's where the
It
but
is where the
it's
flop goes,
videos.
yes.
I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is good enough to be on the main channel, but it's not bad. So let's throw it on the second channel and just get it out there. Um, I think that's where.
Yeah, and just to
Go
clarify
ahead.
real quick, not good enough doesn't necessarily mean not good. It's like, the most recent one I think was good, but it just got cut short. It wasn't like the footage cut off, and it was just kind of incomplete. Otherwise, it probably would have just gone up on
Yeah,
the main.
it would have, I
Really?
think. But that's where you're gonna
Yeah.
get a lot of secondary content. Like, I would like to upload on there more this year. I can't say that I will consistently, because obviously we're focused on main channel stuff. But, whether we go back, like, I would love to go back and do a bunch of director's cuts because we have videos. I have videos on file, raw footage for Hot Pocket sequel. I don't think we did a Pain and Suffering. What was the other one? It was Hot Pocket sequel. Silver. There's a Siva Gunner sequel.
Cuba Gunner.
There was a Gotcha Life video that we've recorded, and they never got produced. And I am not ever going to actually produce them. But I think it would be funny to go back 2, 3 years later, watch these videos, and laugh at ourselves for how stupid we were.
Yeah,
I also want to do that with the Toontown VOD, if I think you still have that. But there's a
I
lot
should.
of
Yeah.
stuff. It's like that's why I just want to like I want to do silly little things, silly little projects. Obviously, that's where Sleep Deprived Covers is headed. Like if I just want to sing a song for fun, and I'm like, yeah, I can make this into a YouTube video. That's where it goes. Um, and like even more than that, like I just want to like do a stupid like if I ever do like if I want to do like a vlog, like there's talk of me going I've been talking about going to TwitchCon. Like TwitchCon might get a main channel video if I go to TwitchCon. But then again, maybe I see it and I go, man, this isn't really that good because I didn't have good enough content. Just throw it on the second channel because it's a little vlog.
Yeah, that is essentially what it is probably gonna be. I mean, well, this is okay, but it's not quite as good. So, second,
Second channel.
like, maybe or maybe not, you did the Lotro streams, and I'm gonna definitely at pretty soon probably edit it down, but depending on how that goes, it could be main, and if it doesn't go quite as well, it would be a waste of time not to upload it because it's probably still be
Yeah, it's just
entertaining
like it's
at the
just not
very
up to
least.
my personal standard where I go, I wasn't like it's a me thing. It's like this video like this is a fine. It was good for stream content, but it doesn't really translate as well over to video. So I don't think I want to upload on the main channel. I don't think it's
Yeah,
earned a spot on the main channel type of thing.
like if you did a Minecraft hardcore or something, perhaps, that definitely wouldn't make the cut,
That one was funny enough. I enjoyed that video enough.
Yeah, it was a pain
My
to make.
bad.
We both know that because you helped me.
I
You
did
helped
help
me
you.
there a bit
Um,
because I was just like, "What do I do with this?"
Also, if you want more, like we like to do a bit. We like to do an intro. We like to do an intro every time. Kind of tough to do that consistently. If you have intro like bit ideas that you think would be funny, please God, tell me anywhere. Ta- Tag
Yeah,
me on Twitter. Post it in the comments of the YouTube video if you're watching on YouTube. Or I think could you comment on I don't know if you can review an Apple Podcast, whatever. But like in the Discord, message me. God, I would love.
verbally say the at, by the way,
Oh,
was
that's true.
for
Audio
like
listeners, love you to death.
purposes of.
At TRCogs on Twitter, at TRCogs everywhere on social media. Um, that I exist I almost everywhere. I think the only one that's not TRCogs is like my Pinterest, but you don't need to find my Pinterest. Um,
And like BattleNet, I think you're
no,
not.
and that's where I'm
You're
cogs. Like on Blue Sky, I'm just
That's
on
basically social media. That's
on
basically
Blue
social
Sky, I'm
media.
just cogs. But like, yeah, like seriously, like if you have ideas or if you have I don't I'm not one to take requests usually, but like if you have a content I like, is there a video you want to see? You want to see us play? A game you want to see us play? A thing you want to see us do? Feel free to let us know. Reach out, comment on a video, do anything. I see all that stuff. We see all that stuff. I would love to do what the people want.
That is true. There's not a lot in the way of seeing it, so feel
No.
free, man.
We've got some stuff.
It's a pretty small
We got some
operation going
stuff in
on.
the works. There's some stuff I'm gonna do in the future. We're working on like an Uno video. I want to do a Jackbox video maybe. and straight up rip off Sleep Deprived. Shout out them. Another thing is like we're gonna go through the backlog. I have so many games that I'm gonna sit with Car and call for 6 hours, turn on OBS, record, I'll cut it up, and do the funny moments. It's literally like a stream highlight, but
That is true.
it's more in a YouTube setting. It'll be easier to do.
More
Yeah.
concentrated, really.
Oh, web fishing. That's a good video. A web fishing video.
Ooh, love web fishing. I gotta restart that game because I got a new computer, so that'd be a
You
good
have to
excuse.
restart it?
Yeah, it doesn't cloud save.
Oh no. You can't can you like get your save file? Transfer it over?
I'm not gonna. I theoretically could, but it'd be a
Damn.
pain.
That sucks.
It's not
But
the end of the world. It's a good enough game that I'm
it's
fine
such a good
restarting it.
game. I have to play it. I haven't played it since the update. But anyway, I think we hit everything.
Yeah, I think we hit everything. We went a little over, so I'm gonna charge you an extra 15. But
No.
other than that,
No.
other than that,
Yeah. Anyway,
you know,
this has been the first episode of is it the this is debate. Is it the TR podcast or is it TR podcast? I think it's just TR podcast.
it's it's like it's context
Y-
sensitive. It's like
You're right. No, you're right.
depends on how it
Thank
fits
you
the
for listening
sentence.
to the TR podcast. I have been your host, TR Cogs, here alongside my co-host, TR Car.
Car here, and
And we're gonna roll the
yeah,
outro music that I definitely
yeah,
have while you're listening to it right now.
how it
I
is.
haven't
God,
picked what the outro music is. I
God.
know I have outro music. You're listening to it right now. See you in 2
Bye.
weeks. Same time, same place.
Bye.
See you, Gears. Cogs out.